Hello, hi, it's me toxiclowfive, and today it's time. Now, I did a video on this like a while back. If I can find it, I'll show it here. I think it's been about 2 years, maybe 3 years since I've done a video on SWORDBURST 2 versus World 0. Now, back then, the results were SWORDBURST 2 was the better game because I didn't like what World 0 did with itself. I think at the time, World 0 had just got into beta. I can't remember exactly, but if I remember correctly, I think World 0 got into beta, and that's when they brought in the dungeons, and they just spammed dungeons. It was no longer open world or anything. Now, fast forward to 2023, and it's not that easy of an answer anymore. I honestly can't answer that answer really quickly. So we're gonna go through it, and we're gonna get a bunch of opinions, put it together, and see which one's the better game. Now, right now we're in SWORDBURST 2, and this is the Easter event that's going on right now. Now, I will say that this has the better Easter event, mostly because there's technically not an Easter event in World 0 right now, just an Easter egg hunt, which is technically kind of cooler. But I kind of don't really like the Easter egg hunt. It's kind of boring, and I don't think it's worth it. But that doesn't matter. It's still an update, whatever. Now, in SWORDBURST 2, every single server you go into, unfortunately, you'll see just a bunch of people AFK grinding. If you think those people are playing, no, they just have some auto clickers on, just getting as many drops as you can get. And that's one of the biggest issues with that game. No matter what server we go to, we're gonna see a whole bunch of people just doing that same thing in every single server. We're gonna see if we can find a new server. So are we in a new server? Oh yeah, we are in a new server with a bunch of alts. Let's see what they're doing. Oh, they're just hacking. All right, well, I tried to get a better server, but I can't. But the point is, in every single server, no matter what server you're in, there's most likely going to be a bunch of AFK grinders, and the chat's going to be pretty empty. Nobody's going to be really talking other than like 2 people, and then they're going to go back to AFK grinding. So like, that's the biggest issue with the game right now. And well, no, for a while now, and it honestly sucks. Now let's move over to World 0. All right, so here we are in World 0, and World 0 is just a better looking game. I can't lie. I love how the game looks. I think their design and stuff, and like map design and all that stuff has always been top tier. It's been pretty good looking. So I can't lie there. Now we're here. I made a poll. Now I also made a poll like not that long ago. It has 167 votes. World 0 has 57% of those votes. So that's about 104 no, not 100, about 75 votes. I can't do the math. I think that's more than 75. I'm stupid. But the point is, it has the majority of the votes. People think that World 0 is better than SWORDBURST 2. And the reason for that is there's no AFK grinding in this game. Yes, you can AFK grind like the towers, for example. That needs some work. I made a video on that yesterday, and I really hate the tower system as it stands right now, and that needs fixing. Once they fix that, there shouldn't be any more AFK grinding, and they should make this game not AFK grindable so that more things are more valuable and stuff like that. So that's what we need from this game. So as it stands right now, this game has 9 worlds with a world 10 being planned. SWORDBURST 2 has 11 worlds right now with floor 12 coming out. So next up, we're gonna be talking about the gameplay. Now, how is the gameplay? Now in this game is more skill based, as in you use these things right here more often than just swinging normally. They do more damage than anything. There's no reason to not use them. Then for reference, you also have these dungeons that you can do, and then in higher floors there's towers. Then there's also world events that you can do around the map. So that's a bunch of stuff you can go and do to get better items, better weapons, and stuff around the map and in the game to get better at the game. Then we have zero gear, which is the best gear in the game. You have to get all of the legendaries in the game and combine it into one to make one powerful legendary, or whatever you want to call it, mythical, zero weapon, whatever you want to call it. But that's how it generally works. All right, so right now we're in Helmfirth. I don't know, my animations are broken. I'm gonna fix that. Like we said, now we're gonna talk, before we get to the gameplay fully, what we're gonna say is there's similar stuff in this game to World 0. I think they took the idea from World 0, but we're gonna get to that in a second. So if we come over here, you can see the Crystal Forge, much like the Zero Altar that you'll be seeing on screen right now. It's very similar. You could go make your zero weapons, and there's also other stuff you can do with this Crystal Forge. For example, you need to upgrade weapons in this game. You need these crystals, and these crystals are very hard to come by. They can drop from event weapons. They could drop from some bosses in the game, or you could just craft them from dismantling items. Then if we come over here, these are the equivalent of zero weapons. They're called burst weapons because, you know, it's SWORDBURST 2, World 0, zero weapons, burst weapons. So you need all of this stuff combined to make that weapon, all of this stuff combined to make that weapon, so on and so forth. And then you have the armors here, and that's how you make those very special weapons. They're the strongest weapons in the game right now, other than the admin weapons and developer weapons. Those are the strongest in the game, and this is what they look like. This is one of them. This is another of them. We have this, and then finally this. So that's all of them, and these are the strongest in the game. They're really hard to upgrade though. They cost like a lot of crystals, like I said. Well, I didn't say that, but it costs a lot of crystals to upgrade these things and to make them too. So Good luck with that if you're trying to get into SWORDBURST 2. Alright, so here we are in floor 1. So in floor 1, this is how the game goes. So what you do, you see that little level 1 over there? He's just gonna keep killing things until he gets high enough level to go into that big, huge tower that you can't miss if you're at full graphic. And once you go in there, you kill the boss and you move on to the next floor. And then rinse and repeat, and rinse and repeat, and rinse and repeat, and rinse and repeat, and rinse and repeat until you get to floor 11. And then that's it. Then after that, you can start getting the legends, you can start training for auras, etc. But that's just cosmetic stuff. That's just the best weapons in the game. And that's pretty much how the game goes. You just keep leveling up until you get to max level, get all the best weapons in the game, and then there's nothing to do. There's really not much to do. There's not any dungeons, there's no quests in the game, there's nothing in it like that. Why are you staring at me? I don't know, so I don't speak that language, sir. I'm sorry, I'm gonna leave now. So this is Helmfort, which is the best map in the game. Well, not the best map, but the final map in the game. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite because I really do like the technological thingy. There's like some secrets on the map, just like World Zero. Right, as I was saying, that's my friend RB. He got distracted. But yeah, so it's not like a definitive answer, but before you could say that this game is way better than World Zero. Like, it was way better than World Zero. And right now, I just can't say that because it's mostly just an AFK grind fest. No, most of the servers are the game is just dead. Well, it's not dead, but it's dying. And right now, everybody is at the Easter event, but they're just AFK grinding, so you can't even hold conversations and play the game. And that was like the biggest part of this game because it was a game where you could go in, talk to people, kill some enemies, get some cool items. But no, it's just like everybody can AFK grind because everybody's strong enough to do it. The enemies in the game aren't strong enough to kill you. Like right now, I could just go to the Easter event and AFK grind, put on some really strong armor like this one that gives you a whole bunch of health regen, put on some coffins that give you a whole bunch of health regen. Where's the coffins? And then I'll just tank everything and I just can't die. It's very stupid. And if you were thinking of getting into SWORDBURST 2, I just don't think you should. And I would recommend World Zero more for like, it's more fun. It's a better game. It just is. It wasn't before, but right now they're taking the right steps in the right direction to create a much better experience than SWORDBURST 2 ever can. And I think it's because of how outdated this game is. But my point is, I would suggest to not play this game right now. And I do think, in my opinion, I think the winner is World Zero. I think World Zero is the better game. It just is. And I would like to know your opinion on what the better game is. I know I didn't go through this in super in-depth, but I didn't think I need to. I think I got pretty much most of the points off of what I wanted to say. But I would like to know what you think. I'd like to know your arguments. Don't be toxic about it. I'm not trying to be toxic about anything going on here. I'm just stating my opinions on which one's the better game. So anyways, if you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day.